for the West Midlands.
Good morning, I'm Rachel New and we are chatting this morning about what makes you happy. A new report out today reckons the secret to happiness is to use the internet every day, which conflicts slightly with things we've heard where it's like, don't go on social media, it'll make you feel like you haven't got a shiny enough life. But scientists reckon that going online boosts your mood by improving your social life and saving you time. It definitely saves you time. If you can book tickets for things from your armchair, then it's a good thing for me. But I want to know, what makes you happy? Is it the internet or is it something else completely? 08081 009956. Frederika Roberts is the happiness speaker and the co-founder of Resilience Wellbeing Success. And she's on the line now. Hi, Frederika.
Hello, Rachel.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. So is staring at a screen and being on the internet really the key to relaxing and being happy?
It's a very broad question, that, isn't it? And actually, I've had a look at the sort of articles that have come out about this, and I've also had a very quick look at the actual research paper to try and get to the bottom of it. And I think a lot of it does make sense. They're talking actually about internet use and how it can have an impact on what's called the U-shape of happiness that we go through in life. So typically, and this has been researched many, many times over the years, we tend to sort of be quite happy in our young years, and then there's a dip as we get to middle age, and then we get happier again as we get older.
Okay.
And what they're saying, and there's lots of reasons for that, particularly the sort of aging thing, it tends to be looked at in terms of potentially, you know, we're more grateful for what we have as we get older and into later life. We're aware of sort of others less fortunate than us a bit more, and we adapt to life and circumstances a lot more, so we become happier. But that middle-age dip, that's where the researchers are saying that the internet use can potentially have an impact based on their research. So they're looking at the dent isn't as deep, and that you recover faster from it, so you come out the other side of the U faster. And they're saying that that's potentially because the internet gives us access to lots of information. It saves us time, as you've mentioned in the introduction, and also because it enables us to communicate with people. And I think when you look at that element particularly, I think there is something potentially in that, in terms of if you think of middle-aged group where potentially you've got empty nesters as well, that's a really good way to communicate with your family, with your children that have left home, to still stay connected to them and see what they're up to on Facebook or however much they let you see anyway. But having one daughter at university and one about to go, I can fully identify with that particular demographic. But I think it would be dangerous to just say, yeah, the internet will make you happier, because there is equally lots of research out there that says that, you know, spending too much time on the internet can make you draw all these comparisons and make you think that your life is really awful, when actually you're not realizing that everybody's curating their life on the internet. And it can, as much as it can save you time, it can also make you waste incredible amounts of
you can
time.
get sucked down a black hole, can't you?
Exactly.
It's like, I'm just going to look and see what time the train goes on Friday, and 14 hours later, you're looking at a picture of a puppy trying to eat an ice cream. You're like, what happened?
Exactly, and you get completely sucked in and lost in that. And the relationships that it enables you to have can be great, but it can also be really harmful, because you can kind of neglect real life relationships as well. And what I didn't manage to sort of in the time that I had since your producer called me to look at really in detail, and that's I think where the interesting thing is about this report, is whether actually what they're looking at simple correlation, or whether they've actually been able to establish cause and effect. Because it could just simply be that there is some kind of correlation between this U-shape of happiness and the use of internet, but actually it could be that it's the happier people that are using the internet more rather than the other way around.
Okay,
we don't know.
Yeah. I'm very interested in this. I'm very interested in this U-shape of happiness as a middle-aged person who would consider herself very happy. Does that mean does that mean my dip hasn't hit yet? What's going on?
It's either not hit yet, potentially, or you've come out of it already, or your dip is not very big, and you're going to be much, much happier than you are now when you're older.
Brilliant.
I mean, obviously, statistics are great, but we don't all conform to statistics either.
Okay. So what tips, as a happiness speaker, would you recommend to people to just, you know, things they could do just today or this week or immediately to sort of up their happiness levels?
So as a sort of immediate thing that they can do is really looking at things that are going to boost their positive emotions. So there's no such thing as bad or negative emotions, really. I mean, we all need to feel whatever emotions are appropriate at the time. And if something's happened to you that makes you upset, it's perfectly normal to be upset. But there are things that you can do to just boost your positive emotions. You know, spend time with the people you love, do things that make you happy, do the things that you enjoy, take up a hobby. One of the things that really is great for our positive emotions, and that really taps into the fact that actually our happiness is not just about us as individuals, but we are the happiest when we live in a happy society, in a fair society, when we feel that the world is how it should be. So actually one of the things you can do is to spend time volunteering for charitable causes, helping people out. All of that kind of stuff is going to help you feel happier. Practicing gratitude, so simply writing down 3 good things that have gone well that day and why they've gone well at the end of every day is a really powerful thing. But ultimately, the biggest thing in terms of happiness and boosting your happiness is to really focus on the quality of your relationships. So whether that is something that you cultivate a lot of it online because your friends are far away, or whether it's something that you do face-to-face or over the phone, the more you can spend time with the people that matter to you and actually have a quality relationship. And sometimes, you know, those friends you've had all your life and you might not see them for 5 years at a time, but you know the quality of the relationship is there. You could pick up the phone and it's like you've just seen each other the day before. That kind of quality of relationship not only improves your happiness, but actually has been shown to make you healthier and live longer as well. So I would say invest in your relationships. That's the most important thing that you can do.
Is there a quick that's all great advice, and it's making me toss up in my head the friends that I want to speak to now that are all going to get phone calls this afternoon. Is there anything we could do right now? Have you got a little, sort of process we could go through right now to make me happier? I mean, I'm already pretty happy. I didn't sleep very well, which is, I woke up in a bit of a bad, I woke up at 3 a.m, which is going to make anyone in a bad mood. But is there anything we could do right now?
This very moment, I would say, actually, yes. Think about 3 things already that have gone well today.
Okay.
So if you want to do that live, think of 3 things that have gone well.
Well, I made overnight oats last night to have for breakfast, and they were delicious. So I feel the eating of my oats was a great success. I got to work on time.
Brilliant.
And I'm chatting to you and learning more about happiness. So I would say that those 3 things have gone brilliantly well, swimmingly.
Brilliant. You see, and that's how easy it is to do. And that actually, if you do that for 7 days at the every day, research has shown that can boost happiness and reduce depression for up to 6 months.
Wow. Okay,
so it really
brilliant.
is an incredibly powerful thing that you can do.
Thank you. You've made me happier just chatting, so I hope you have to other people as well. Thank you so much, Frederika. Have a great day.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Powerful